laboratories, war rooms, and silent meetings. The story of AI isn't new. It's been nurtured, funded, and secretly pushed forward by a nation that saw its potential long before the world did. The country? The United States of America. Yes, you've heard of Silicon Valley. You know Google, Microsoft, OpenAI. But do you know who funded the early stages of artificial intelligence? Who built the infrastructure? Who defined the ethical boundaries or chose to ignore them? It was the U.S. government. Go back to the 1950s. The Cold War was not just about nuclear weapons. It was a race for technological dominance. AI was seen as a potential superweapon, not in missiles, but in minds. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, was born. Its mission, to ensure that the U.S. would never be technologically outmatched again. DARPA poured millions into what was once science fiction: speech recognition, computer vision, neural networks. Long before startups existed, DARPA was hiring scientists to teach machines to think. Their investments laid the groundwork for what you're using today. Fast forward to the 2000s, the internet had exploded. Big tech was thriving, but something was happening behind the scenes. A partnership between government and corporate power was deepening. Not just surveillance, not just data mining. A full-fledged push to integrate AI into every layer of infrastructure. Defense, finance, energy, and even democracy. You see, AI isn't just a product in the U.S., it's a strategic asset. The government views it as crucial as oil, as powerful as nuclear energy, as transformative as electricity itself. When OpenAI was founded in 2015, it was marketed as a nonprofit designed to ensure AI benefits all of humanity. But what many missed was who backed it. Elon Musk, yes, but also deep connections with US-based investors, researchers trained in government-funded labs, and former military AI scientists. It was a national project dressed in a hoodie. Even today, look deeper into any AI advancement, language models, image generators, autonomous weapons, and you'll find a web of military contracts, federal grants, and silent partnerships. AI isn't just about helping you write emails or generate art. It's about control, prediction, influence. Why does the U.S. lead the AI race? It's not just talent or money, it's infrastructure. The cloud computing centers, the semiconductor fabs, the legal system that protects intellectual property while allowing mass data collection. Every layer is structured to give America an edge. Let's talk about data, the lifeblood of AI. Where does it come from? Social media platforms, search engines, smart devices. Who owns them? U.S.-based corporations. And who are they compelled to cooperate with under the law? The U.S. government. Behind every data set is a silent agreement: your behavior, your interests, your secrets channeled into training machines. But this isn't just about surveillance, it's about influence, soft power, cultural shaping. The most powerful AIs aren't being trained to serve, they're being trained to shape. To decide what is acceptable, what is offensive, what gets promoted, what gets erased. Even the language models, the core of tools like ChatGPT, are trained not just on data, but on values. Whose values? Western ones, American ones, freedom of speech, but also censorship, balance, but also bias. These models become ambassadors of ideology, whether we realize it or not. Let's not forget the competition. China, Russia, they're building AI too, but with different visions. In Beijing, AI is a tool of total control. In Moscow, it's a weapon of disruption. But in Washington, AI is both shield and sword, a mechanism for maintaining dominance in a world that's rapidly digitizing. And that's where the real story lies. AI isn't neutral. It reflects the priorities of those who build it, and the ones building it with the biggest budget, the widest reach, the deepest secrets are in the United States. Why do you think the world's brightest AI researchers flock to American universities? Why are the most powerful chips designed by U.S. firms? Why are global regulations often modeled after American standards? Because this country is playing the long game. Every algorithm deployed, every chatbot released, every automated drone tested, it's part of a silent revolution. And unlike past wars, this one is invisible. No soldiers, no borders, just code. Code that listens, learns, acts. But here's the catch. This power isn't just in the hands of presidents or generals. It's in the hands of companies. Corporations that act like nations with more influence than entire governments. OpenAI, Google, Amazon, Microsoft. They decide the pace of progress, the limits of safety, the ethics of automation. And yet, these companies are deeply tied to the U.S. state through contracts, through lobbying, through surveillance programs, through subtle nudges and backroom alliances. So next time you marvel at a piece of AI, remember you're not just seeing technology, you're seeing strategy. You're witnessing a country's plan unfold. A plan to shape the future not with armies, but with algorithms. And while other countries race to catch up, the US is already laying the foundation for AI 2.0, machines that don't just respond but anticipate. Systems that don't just assist but decide. In medicine, in war, in law, in life. What happens when a single country holds that kind of power? What happens when a machine trained in one nation's image becomes the world's teacher, judge, and guide? That's the question we must ask. That's the truth behind the illusion. The secret country behind AI isn't hiding. It's right in front of us, leading, coding, and quietly dominating the future. Because the next superpower won't be a country, it'll be an algorithm. And the country that controls it already knows.